Well, we now know what the brothers Flanagan did. But now we have switched over to Kathy Featherstorm and Ralph Driscoll. Oh, I know your name. And I want to say that they're going to tell us what's the difference between round and square dancing. So it's all yours.
Well, I guess first of all I should say probably square dancing is probably more fun than round dancing, you know, because you get a lot of fooling around and so on like that. In round dancing, you have to follow a certain routine. You know, you do have to know the routines and the figures and squares too. But of course, the main purpose of my being here today, Kathy and I both, in fact, is to promote a little bit the open house that we're doing on Monday.
An open house? Where is this going to be?
In Accoting, downstairs, and it's on Monday. Right?
Coming this Monday?
This coming Monday, yes, at 1:30. And Kathy is the host for the square dance group, right? And I'm the host for the round dance group.
Okay.
That doesn't mean that we do the teaching, by the way. We have a professional.
That's correct.
You're nodding in affirmative? Thank you.
Yes, very much.
Yeah, we have a professional caller, Dick Otis, and we have a professional cuer, Ken Ryder. And Kathy may want to tell you a little bit more about the square or
sure.
Or Dick Otis.
In the square dancing, it takes place normally every Tuesday afternoon here at Green Spring from 1:30 to 3:30 down in Hunters Crossing Conference Center. And our caller, Dick Otis, comes every week and makes it fun for us. We have 8 people to a square, and we welcome newcomers at any time. We can always work in newcomers. And I never square danced at all until I moved to Green Spring.
Really?
That's right. I've heard so many people say that they had some square dancing experience in junior high or high school for gym, a required thing, but they never kept up any square dancing after that. So it's so much fun. We have a wonderful time.
Kathy, at these meetings, is there a fee?
There's an optional $5 donation to the caller. He comes from the Reston area. It's about a 45-minute drive for him to get here, but it's optional. And we have fun, but this week, it will not be, this coming week, it will not be on Tuesday because we're having this big open house here at the Acatink room on Monday from 1:30 to 3:30, where people can experience both square dancing and round dancing.
So
Ralph?
both of you will host that day on Monday.
That's right.
That's correct.
And our caller, Dick Otis, will be here to call. And the round dance cuer will be here to cue the round dancing. Round dancing is very elegant.
Is this a figure 8 that they dance?
No, it's the big circle. Ralph can tell you about that.
Yeah.
We have about 2 minutes, so I'll be quiet.
Okay. The round dancers dance in a circle. You're dancing just like ballroom dancing, except that you do have to know the names of the figures. And then we have the cuer, and the cuer will call the name of the figure, and in all, hopefully everybody will be doing the same thing at the same time. Doesn't always work out that way, but that's the intent. But I want to jump back to the Monday bit just a little bit here.
Please do.
Monday we're going to have some door prizes. We'll only have about 4 or 5. There'll be a couple of prizes, or restaurants, 2 prizes for the restaurants, and 2 prizes for the beauty shop. And we've got a huge box of candy in case you need a little something sweet. And a little interesting twist that we put on this one too is that the first 50 people that come in, you know, you think about paying for these things, and the first 50 people that come in will get $1 just for coming. Right. So we're turning it around a little bit here.
And there's no other fee for attending.
That's different.
It is a little bit different, isn't it? Our callers and cuers are very professional people. The money that Kathy talked about, this barely covers expenses. I don't even know if it does cover expenses, right? Because they're not doing it for the money. They're doing it because they like round dancing, square dancing.
They love what they do.
They really do. And I would like to say a word about dancing in general. You know, of course, in Green Spring, we're very fortunate. We got squares, we got rounds, we got line dancing with John Carl, and we got ballroom dancing.
All good exercise.
All good exercise, that's right.
Good
and
for the memory, for the mind, as well as the feet, because your mind,
good point.
You have to absorb it and make your feet do what they're supposed to do.
We're down to the last minute. Before we sign off, you have mentioned some important dates. Let's have those dates in a hurry before we say goodbye. You have Monday coming up.
Monday coming up, Monday the 20th, March 20th, at the Akatink Room. And you can see demonstrations of both square dancing and round dancing.
1:30 to 3:30.
1:30 to 3:30. Our regular dance time for square dancing every month is Tuesday from 1:30 to 3:30 up at Hunter's Crossing Conference Center.
Okay.
Ralph can tell you when the round dancing is.
The round dancing is normally on Mondays, as a matter of fact, and it's from 1 to 3. And of course, as you know already, Ken Ryder does the queuing for it.
That round dancing is up at the Hunter's Crossing Conference Center also, right?
That's correct. Yes, normally it is, yeah, with few exceptions.
Well, I certainly, before I say so long, they can call you if they have additional questions,
Yes,
right?
they can.
That's right.
Kathy Featherstone, Ralph Driscoll, thank you for coming on. It's been a joy and a pleasure.
Thank you very much,
Thank you, Bob.
I do have some announcements.